Today in the Cup competition, we find out who stands tallest as the World 10 Series in Bermuda aims to finish with a splash!
Day 1, round 2, and the leaden Bermuda skies will play their part as the conditions throw down another challenge. Welcome back to the World 10 Series. Scores to settle and a packed schedule in which to do so. Carpentier putting his neck on the line once again. It's blood and sweat and tears out there, isn't it? It's Tucker for the Aviators. He touches down. It's been a day of high drama, winners becoming losers as losers turn into winners. Well, what a difference a day makes. The rains have gone, the sunshine's returned, still a strong wind out there. Will the Royals be blown off course as they bid to win the World 10 Series lead? It's our first ever match play shootout. Matt Turner is cool as a cucumber. Here they are, SX10. They've isolated, they've watched, they've waited, and now they are here. The Dragons, the Rhinos, and SX10 will all have their part to play. Set out the napkins, polish the silver. The London Royals are having tea with the trophy. 7 teams will contest a final day. A blockbuster of knockout rugby awaits us.
Well, after 2 weeks of the World 10 Series, today places all 7 teams into our World 10 Series Cup draw, with our league winners, the London Royals, given a bye to the semi-finals, as you can see. That leaves us with 3 other semi-final spots and 6 teams gunning to fill them. The Ohio Aviators, who finished 4th, will start the day against the Miami Sun, who finished 5th. Bonus points, all that separated the 2 sides, who each claimed 6 wins. Aviators have not beaten the Sun throughout the World 10 Series, but it looks like they're going to open the scoring, and they do. The day's first try is scored by the Aviators, and they take a 5-point lead. It's the Aviators who are going to be the first team. The team to score their 2nd try, but we've got a captain's challenge already.
So from this angle, JP, it appears that he drops the ball before the line.
Right, okay, so the grounding was fine, all that was fine, but he dropped it, so it's a knock-on. Okay, and it'll be a scrum.
Correct.
So it's a successful challenge from the Miami Sun.
So no try, and he's dropped the ball.
It's away. Eloff coming round, looking to try and go through the gap and create the extra man. Brilliant vision from JP Eloff.
Incredible amount of work from JP Eloff. He tracked that all the way around. Keep an eye on him. Bottom of the shot. He runs a 50-yard arc to create the extra man to get the ball out to his fellow winger.
Now the Aviators are going to strike again. Oh, they're brilliant at finding the spaces. And again, they romp into the corner.
And it was great play again, just creating that extra man on the outside. Big defenders not able to stop it. Larson, you can see in the background, not able to get across to stop him.
Coming up after this, we have the Rhino Rugby against the Phoenix, followed by the Asia Pacific Dragons against SX10. Aviators leading this by 19 points to 0, but that looks like it might be 19 points to 5. Marcus Satavu preying on the handling error and getting the Miami Sun on the board.
And how good is this as a narrative, that 19-0 up, one terrible bit of indecision. The Hattie not trying to get in the way, the ball spilled on the floor, not hanging around, pick it up, put it down.
Super, well done.
Shorter ball from Suniula. Lalasava out the back for Dutoy, who's under a fair bit of pressure, the Namibian international. Now wants to try and find some room over on the right, but he's lost the ball. Goes backwards. Aviators respond. It's another one, and it must be the game now. It's blew it with another.
The star play of that moment was Brad Tucker on the floor. As soon as this ball is down, his commitment to dive on it, but not just lie on it, he flicks it up as well. There it's ripped. Take a look. Pops it up, flicks it out. That is a fantastic offload off the floor. Picks it up, moves it across, and that is how you stop momentum in a game.
It has been a really dominant performance from the Aviators, scoring 4 tries in the process and taking a step into the semi-finals where they will meet the London Royals. It's a final score, and a huge thank you to the Miami Sun of the Aviators 26, the Miami Sun 5. Our second game of the day, effectively our third quarter-final, if you want to look at it that way, bearing in mind we know 2 of our semi-finalists already. The London Royals will face Ohio Aviators. Rhinos against Phoenix.
Boys. Sit. Ball's at the back, play it.
Sizing up the options from the back, but it's going to be Chalmers who goes with the missed pass. And now have they got the chance to get Aki Raymond out on the wing? He really wanted it, but it is going to be a brilliant run closer to the line from Bickerstaff to try and give them the platform. Phoenix play it away and crash over for the score. They have broken the deadlock. It's Ziggy Rajas who gets the score, made his debut for Lithuania at 17 years of age. His motto, look good, play good. Well, it's looking good for the Phoenix. My goodness me, 49 years of age. Bram van Straten, 21 caps for the Springboks. Former Leeds Stokes was part of that South Africa side that beat the All Blacks at Ellis Park when he kicked all 5 conversions and 2 penalties. And now he's fancying the chance to add 2 points with his first shot, certainly in game time, at conversion jeopardy. Van Straten adds the 2. It's in from Mills. Hooked back. Mills plays it away, but he drops it. And now it's in the hands of the Rhinos. They'll have a knock-on advantage regardless. Naposki's tried to score it himself, and he has got it.
And now Carl Meyer is going for the 2. We could have a shootout between Meyer and Van Straten at the end of this.
Oh,
even
my
better.
Goodness me. Meyer for 2, and he adds the extras. Rhinos 7, Phoenix 7. Footwork from Chalmers. Was that high?
On the shoulder.
Referee says it was shoulder and it's fine. No, it is a high tackle. No, in fact, it's in on the side. Now a huge moment. A penalty in World 10s is 2 points. That's all it would need. And I can see Bram van Straten is walking onto the field. Rolling subs, of course, when you've got a specialist kicker in your ranks and you've got the option to go for a 2-point penalty. He points to the sticks. It's going to be Bram van Straten to win it for the Phoenix.
What about this for drama, Nick, Matt? Bram van Straten, 48 years of age, comes on to potentially put out one of the favourites of this tournament in the knockouts. What a moment this is. Nobody called this, let alone the Phoenix potential winners for Bram van Straten coming out of retirement.
Player coach savior, you know, it's a new role in World 10s. Here we go.
Well, Bram van Straten has already been the oldest man to score points in an international match in 2013. And he's about to add the World 10 series to that tally. Drills it right-footed. It sails through the uprights, and Phoenix have pulled off a shock at the World 10 series. Heartbreak on the faces of the Rhinos players. Mikey Teo drops to a knee, but look what it means to the Phoenix players. And Bram van Straten is the hero of the hour. Absolutely incredible. Well, some might call him the Silver Fox. Look at the reaction. The players saying they've absolutely loved it. He's loved what the players have done. He probably loves what he's done himself there.
Silver Fox, I think more like Silver Box. Look at that, takes him back to his Springbok days. Brilliant scenes, that is. What an upset that's been. First round this knockout of the World 10 Series. Brilliant stuff.
Well, you have to feel for Rhinos Rugby, who gave it absolutely everything. 9 wins in the competition, but they're out. Phoenix through to the semis. They'll meet the winners of the next game. It's Rhinos 7, Phoenix 9. It's finished. So our next match, the Asia Pacific Dragons against SX10. Almost worthy of a final itself. But this really whets the appetite. And given the meal we've just had, courtesy of the Rhinos and Phoenix game, we're going to be positively stuffed after this. Africa, oh, and they are going to switch it back to this side. JT Jackson, they're going to try and catch the Dragons short of players. Drift defence doing just enough. Now Africa again. Looking to try and side through himself. It's Cecil Africa with the score for SX10.
A few people in World Rugby look as composed as Cecil Africa on the ball. First receiver, the man famed for the Blitzbox for many, many years. He's up for contention of the World Rugby Sevens Player of the Decade. That's how good this guy is. And the way he glides at 45 degrees, ball in 2 hands, the big deceptive from the initial play. JT Jackson getting in behind. And as soon as the APDs are fragmented, they don't have that defensive line set, there is no one else you'd want on the ball. That 45 degree again, lovely line from Amonde to just hold a few defenders. And Africa needs no bigger introduction.
That man just coming off the field, Jackson. It was him that made the initial bust. He's going to be critical for the SX10. 45 points he scored in one day when the SX10 were in. Big physical presence and a huge boot to match.
Ray Chadwick's just said on YouTube, great line break by Janet Jackson.
That's the way love goes.
I would not have had you down as someone to be familiar with Janet Jackson's back catalogue.
It's an all-time classic, that one.
Oh, I'm floored. Kurt Morath goes for the little dink, but Oscar Uma might have something to say about that. Back in the hands of Africa, then plays away to Uma. Built like a barn door. McNulty into the tackle of Skuman.
He's just getting up.
I think one thing this APD Dragons have got to do is make sure they keep the ball. You gift this to SX10, they'll run right all day, and look what they're doing now, just opening them up.
Brilliant break by JP Duplessis, trying to stand up. Alacio is the last man, then the offload. It's brilliant. Alacio is unable to get across. It's the try from Injera. They've crossed the plains to score it. It's a brilliant finish.
Just too easy, ball in hand. Defenders getting beaten on the outside, and it is relentless when this team get in behind you because they're fit, they're fast, and they're looking for that space.
Okay, time off.
Back down for the Welsh international, Africa. Duplessis. Solid drive. In the shadow of the post, and a penalty advantage now. Trahan plays it away. Looking short on the crash ball was Friki de Beer. Africa comes around the corner, fancies a chance to go himself. Oh, he will get through. Brushed off 2 of the tackles, and Cecil Africa makes it 2 tries. And that, with 5 minutes left, might just be enough to bring the result home. The SX10 have beaten the Asia Pacific Dragons by 19 points to 0, which means at the end of our 3 games to mark out our morning session, we've said goodbye to the Miami Sun, to Rhinos Rugby, and to the Asia Pacific Dragons. The World 10 Series Cup reaches the semi-final stage then, and it's our first look of the final day at the winners of the league stage, the London Royals. Their bye to the semis sees them as the freshest legs out there right now. Clear heads and strong constitutions required as they take on the Ohio Aviators. Suniula, big miss pass. Oh, can they get the final ball away to send Lurtz into the corner? One step, a second step. He's through from Mitchell, but he's lost it over the line. My goodness me. Rob Vickerman, what a moment of defence.
That is a huge moment of defence, albeit Mitchell got swatted. He did enough to try and foul Lurtz, and then Foden not letting go of that ball behind his back, because that was inches stuff in this bottom corner.
Dylan Fawcett, the butcher, the hooker. Foden looking to just scrag his man any which way. Now they go for the quick pick and go. This is what the Aviators can do so well. Physical presence in every position, and they're over for the score, and it's Kyle Bailey on the score sheet.
Well, this is almost exactly how the Ohio team went well against SX10. We featured an analysis because all these big men want are one-on-one collisions. Kyle Bailey will run through every single one of these Royals.
No second go!
Got to try and get the clear out in, and Royals told to get out of there despite thinking they were in a good position with Ben Foden to win the turnover.
Advantage offside number 2.
Another advantage. The Royals need to be careful here. The Aviators think they've scored, and Adam Leal is going to consult with JP Doyle on the far side.
So we've had a captain's challenge from the Royals.
His hands are on the floor there, so at that point Ben Foden is technically not allowed to replay the ball. You're not going to get a better shot than Adam Leal. He's an experienced Premiership referee. I'll be amazed if this goes against him.
The ball tries that.
Explanation clear then. And it's a second try for the Aviators.
Time back on, please. Hooked.
Mitchell. Emery. Now they might have a bit of width here. Norton to finish for the London Royals. And they are on the scoreboard. And at a crucial time when they needed to score.
Mitchell's high-paced run-in, lovely execution of pass. Emery combining well, Foden with the pass, and then as we see, Rodriguez slipped. Norton dots it down in the corner.
Well, an amazing journey for the Ohio Aviators. On the wrong side of results by only a few points, but they have overcome the Sun earlier, who they hadn't beaten so far, and they've overcome the Royals now. They take their place in the World 10 Series final by overcoming the London Royals by 12 points to 7. Well, every knockout stage it needs an upset, and that was well and truly served up by Phoenix Rugby, who ousted the Rhinos this morning. Bram van Straten, Springbok kicking legend, pulling on the strip and using the rolling substitutions at the World 10 Series to power play himself onto the field and steal victory with a penalty, slotted at the age of 49. The Silver Fox showing us he's still got it. Spectators enjoying the day. Great to have them here for the World 10 Series Cup. Phoenix to your left, SX10 to your right. Who will meet the Aviators in the final?
Sorry, boss.
McNulty to Trahan, Africa. Njira. Jackson. Fires it on to Mbaka. Mbaka back in. Oh, the exceptional pace of Craig Hunt. And he's finished the score for the SX10. They were building and building. You sensed it was coming. And despite Phoenix knocking on the door, it's SX10 who break the deadlock. And Craig Hunt.
Well, there are threats all over the park for this SX10 team. Craig Hunt, mullet in full flow as he glides it in, but the preceding play just teed it up for him, an absolute plum.
Onside, boys.
Plays it away again. They might just be creating the right numbers of players on the outside. And Oscar Uma, the wardrobe on wheels, and he's over for the try. SX10 get their second try of the game, and with 2 minutes on the clock, I think you can start waving goodbye to the Phoenix.
Sit.
Gavin Mills then. Has he knocked that on at the base? I think he has. Question was asked, but that will be the last act for the Phoenix. All smiles between them now, but SX10 arguably defending well, but not having to get too far out of fourth gear. It's finished with 2 tries to the good for the SX10 and 2 points from the boot of JT Jackson. SX10 will join the Ohio Aviators in the World 10 Series final. They've beaten the Phoenix by 12 points to 0. 7 teams down to 2. A challenging year that suggested that even the idea of staging a tournament such as this wouldn't be possible. To the owners who dared to dream, the players, the officials and the crew who kept the faith, but most importantly to Bermuda. It's Bermudians and all of those here who have welcomed us so warmly. What a treat we've enjoyed on and off the field. It's the World 10 Series 2020 Cup Final. It's a lovely set move for the inside ball, and then the support from Hatting. It's a superbly worked opening score for the Aviators, and they take the lead once again. Or will they?
Yeah, thanks, guys. He's going to stick with the original decision.
There's
so
no
it's
problem with
clearly
that
the ball's
whatsoever.
come back out of his hands, okay, which makes it a lovely pass. Tries ordered.
JP Doyle has given them a call to use it once, but they will get another call. Only if it stops again. The Aviators over the line. It is a comprehensive forward performance from the boys from Columbus. Trahan. Ramonde once more. McNulty. And then the gap just opens up for Injera. And now he's putting his pedal to the metal. They are going to skip over for the score. It's going to be Collins Injera's 5th of the World 10 Series.
Where SX10 needed some inspiration. It comes bizarrely from the fancy footwork of McNulty, who then plays in Papa, Collins Injera. And just when you need some magic, Daddy Cool steps up. Perfect timing.
Oh, that's lovely footwork from Van Sale. Big collision. Brings him to ground. Now Africa, missed pass. It's got to be one for Collins Injera. Well, well, well.
I'm in line. Captain's challenge.
It's on the screen now.
Thank you.
It's a pretty clear decision.
To be honest with you, Nick, that's just a total waste from the Aviators there.
He had to reach backwards to catch it.
Feed up.
I believe you may award the try.
Thanks, Rob.
The volume goes up. Duplessis. Aviators' defence is at 6s and 7s momentarily. Duplessis thinks he can carry Rodriguez all to the line. He's stopped just short. They'll reload to the right. Hunt will try and scuttle through, and he's over for the SX10 try. They take the lead in the final for the first time.
Well, it's took them 17 minutes, but finally the SX10 coming good.
Huge moments this.
All right, 3-man, time on.
SX10 just need to get the basics right, and they will win the game. Trahan to McNulty. Oh, it's been overthrown, and it's Dylan Fawcett for the Aviators.
Tackler, leave it, SX.
Can they
Get
build
offside,
to a
lads,
score
you're standing
here?
offside. SX10s, you're standing offside. Thank you.
Benzema. Campbell. Oh, if they could have got the ball away, they might have scored. But it's going to be in the hands of SX10 from the knock-on advantage. Luke Trahan runs it off the field, and JP Doyle blows the final whistle. The SX10 side, with all the challenges thrown at them, we hope are a metaphor for 2020. Coronavirus played its hand, but they've come through with flying colours in monochrome shirts. They win the inaugural World 10 Series. Well, I think we are just waiting for the Premier to make the award. What a fantastic series we have seen, and the cup today. The winners of the World 10 Series 2020 Cup from Cape Town, it's SX10.